All right, I'm going to go ahead and answer these questions since I have a considerable amount of new subscribers as well as a brand new audience over on Patreon. And if you'd like to come over and hear my analysis on things, social, political, economic, religious perspectives and point of view, you're welcome. You're welcome. I'll include a link down below. Let me go ahead and answer this question. When you're a public figure, it takes some adjusting. When you're first starting off, it takes some adjusting to get used to, because what comes with the territory is you're going to be liked, you're going to be loved, you're going to be hated, you're going to be despised, the whole 9 yards. You're going to experience people who are envious of you, jealous of you. You also have those people who want to come alongside of you and use your platform in order to catapult themselves because they're not really truly interested in the message. It's all about them. And so I've met all kinds over the years. And of course, you know, I have somewhat of some popularity. And that's totally irrelevant to me. What is relevant to me is that you get the right information and you're able to make an informed decision. Now, once the information is out there, it's totally up to you. So, and the question again, it comes to me, does it trouble me about all the videos, the slander, and everything is said about you? Does it trouble me? No, it don't. Don't trouble me at all. In the beginning, I kind of wondered, why would somebody go out there and start just lying on me? And then, of course, I know the answer. I mean, after all, I'm a preacher and I preach and teach spiritual warfare. There are spirits, demonic spirits that people have. And of course, my rebut to all this is your prerogative. You can pick and choose what you want. You know, I just had 400 and something people here from all over the world this past Passover. And they lived with me in upwards of 3 to 7 days. You know, I'm a busy guy, busy man. And I've learned that no matter what you do, you're going to have haters and you're going to have people who love you. That's all there's to it. And the haters are supposed to be there. I mean, after all, I've learned to embrace my haters. And you know the reason why? I'm going to tell you the reason why. I know I may have a chip loose, a screw loose, or something like that by talking like this, but I'm going to give you an example. You wouldn't believe the amount of people who made the first step they did was went and checked out what everybody had to say. And then they came over and they listened to me for a while. And then some of them even came here. They came here during meetings. They see our manner of lifestyle. They see the way we live. What you see is what you get with Straightway. We don't have time for stage playing. We just don't. And they quickly was able to assess, especially, here's the key point, listen to me, after they peer into the lives of the ones who's slandering, the ones who's pointing the finger, and the one who's lying on Pastor Dowell. When they quickly looked into these people's lives, they see, oh, I see what's going on. I see what's going on. And then they were able to become part of us. One of them is Des Meridian. He'll tell you himself. He had a video testimony. It's a brother from California who got healed of a kidney disease. Doctor's verification again. I don't care too much about what people is saying about Pastor Dowell or Straightway. I let my works do the testifying for me. But I've learned about this. The more people that talk negative about me, the more people that investigate. And the more people that investigate, the more the ministry grows. So, you know, actually, so I understand when Paul said, I thank y'all for all my trials, my tribulations, my persecutions, my shipwrecks, my fastings, and perils of countrymen, and perils of my own brother, all of that, because they all worked out for the furtherance of the gospel, or they all worked out for the furtherance, and I'm going to say this, for your growth. So I know what it means to love your enemies, and I do. I love them to death. Now, I don't have the same agape love or the pure love that I have towards those that are in this with me, walking with me, and those of you who listen to me and really truly can ascertain. I I've got people on here who I've reproved and rebuked and corrected, and first thing they do is take off and go to social media, and they get mad and they start lying on me. I mean, I have had so many lies on me that it gets to the point where it's comical. It really, truly is. So does it trouble me? No. Because to be a pastor in this generation, you have got to have very thick skin. You can't let stuff get to you. You can't, because if you let stuff get to you, it will rock you off course. You have to continue on the course, and then those who have the ears to hear, they will. And the ones that won't, they won't. My advice to everyone, and it's to me first, number one, be impeccable in your character and your integrity. Be a man and woman of your word. Always be a man and woman of your word. You're going to experience ups and you're going to experience downs. Learn how to learn from each and every last one of those experiences, and then grow from them. In this life, when it comes to relationships with people, you need to be in the process of learning how to build them. Because I promise you, and this has happened to me a bunch, those who slander me and become my greatest enemies, and they come out very hard and vicious against me, I look at them in the face and I tell them, you know, the day is going to come. You're going to need me. Watch. Guarantee it. And you know what? The day come. And they needed me. You know what I did? I ignored them. You know the reason why? Because they burned bridges so hard. Nobody wanted to be rational. Nobody wanted to sit down and have a civil conversation and discuss things to try to come to a conclusion. I don't know what it was. It's totally irrelevant to me. And then, you know what they do from there? Then their lies, after you reject them, goes even deeper. It goes even deeper. So I've learned to clap my hands at a lot of this stuff. And if you notice, it has not stopped me from doing what I know to do, which is right. And I'm going to continue to keep on doing it too. And you should too as well. But being a pastor in this generation, you have to have thick skin. Being a public figure, you have to have thick skin. I will say this, when I go out, be it in airports, no matter where I'm traveling in different parts of the country or the world, when I meet people, when they first meet me, they're excited. And I'm excited about meeting them too. When you know that you're doing right, now listen to me very closely. Let's just look at Yeshua HaMashiach, Jesus Christ. All right. Now, I'm not him. No doubt about it. Nowhere near him. I'm following as best as I can, and I'm dependent on him for my salvation. I totally am 100%. But this man never did any wrong. He never spoke evil about people, even though he called them names. He called a woman a dog. He called the scribes and Pharisees vipers. I mean, he went off on them. And of course, I do believe that it's dressed up according to translation. I think he actually went a little bit more harsher than that, just like John the Baptist did. But this man went about doing good. He healing all that were oppressed of the devil, because Yah was with him. And look what the world did. They killed him. So he told us a long time ago, 2,000 years ago, that if they persecuted him and they did that to him, they're going to do that to you. Because if you're my disciple, you're not above your master. So I get it. I get it. Demas was a man that was walking with Paul. Then he ended up turning away. Paul did have one. Lucas was with him. Only Luke is with me. You had Diopetres who loved to have the preeminence. And I've dealt with that too. People who love to have the preeminence. I catch everything. Every spirit, I catch it. And I even give people warning. I say this. Just because I'm not saying something, don't think for 1 minute that I don't know what's going on. Because I remember reading in the prophets that the word says, the Most High said, you thought that I was altogether just like you. By virtue of my life, my knowledge, my experience, be it here or abroad, traveling much, dealing with different diversities of groups of people, speaking, being a speaker all across this country and world, and living with saints, every day, every single day of my life. There is a level of comprehension. There's a level of knowledge that comes with doing and living this. That gives you a great level of discernment when dealing with men and dealing with women. But it's all about intent. Everything is all about intent in life. But no, so to answer your question, I'm not concerned about those who slander me, because all you have to do is go look at them. Just go look at their life. Wow. See if they're happy. Go look at their life. Or see if they're bitter, miserable, full of envy, full of jealousy, full of hatred, or whatever it is. But I'll tell you what, too many times, more often than not, I've had those who've actually done all those things to me. Especially put their mouth on me. I've had them, a lot of them try their back. They never come to repent. They always want something. And I never give it to them because they burn bridges. So here's my advice to you. If at all possible, try to live peaceably among all men. If you can't do that, you need to remove the cancer out of your life, because all it's going to do is going to make your life miserable. That's all it's going to do. You don't need negative people around you. I have to talk about the negativity in order for you to be able to see, so you can recognize it when it comes to your front door. But I think the strength of all this is that actually the truth is, the more evil is spoken against me, the more, and all these false witnesses, did they not rise up? What does the book say? The book says, the law says, if one witness rise up against another, you can't even judge that matter right there. It has to be out of the mouth of two or more witnesses, not hearsay, not what I heard, not what somebody else so-called experienced. You know why? Because there's always two sides to every story. And when people will not meet biblical conditions, scriptural conditions, then you already know who they are. That's how you obtain your peace. That's how you get peace in your life, is not concentrating on the negativity. Now, I'm telling you, I love it when people go and listen to all these people. And then after they get finished listening to all these people, they come over and they say, I see exactly what you're talking about. Because a lot of these people listen to me for a long, long time. There's been people set out to prove me wrong according to the Bible. I welcome that. Have fun. Do it. But I do know this. I know this past Passover, we had a man that was wheelchair bound that got up out of their wheelchair and walked. I do know this, that this same man that had a stroke couldn't even lift his arm like he's been going to physical therapy for years. I laid hands on him. Brother Scott and Eric laid hands on this man, and he got up out of the wheelchair. I laid hands on his arm and his shoulder, and now you can see the testimony of it. He can lift his hand up like this with no problem. And he does it continually, too, because he is so happy he's been set free. So I'm doing y'all's work. I can't come down. I don't have time for all the distractions. That's why I have to actually go to the platform on Patreon too as well. The reason why I go to the platform on Patreon, because number one, it cuts down on the trolls, and I can also control that platform as well. That if anybody decides to troll, anybody decides to attack someone else, I can just get rid of it. I don't need your money. It's viewer supported. But I've already talked about a lot of things over on Patreon that you'll never ever hear or see on YouTube. And I'm also have learned how to use other platforms to upload the videos rather than YouTube. Because I want to make sure that account is really proactive, that I really truly put myself into it and immerse myself into it. And you know the reason why? Because anytime someone is personally contributing out of their pocketbook, they mean business. Yeah, they mean some serious business. So I love the Patreon platform. Man, I tell you, boy, YouTube is just, I can just put it like this. They something else. They are just something else. And I experienced, and those of you who are around this time of the month, you know what I mean. They are really something else. So I get censored. On almost every video. Now it's saying that the videos are monetized, and I told you I didn't come here for that, but it's saying they're monetized, but when you go click on them, there's no advertisement. I don't care what computer you go to. I tested out. It's just utterly amazing. So anyway, I'm putting most of my attention and focus on Patreon. So if you like to check me out, I'm down there. So that's a video for all the new people right here. And mind you, listen, we live in a world, you can pick and choose, believe what you want to believe. That's totally up to you. But you will know if you believe the truth by the fruit of your choices and decisions in life. Did y'all hear what I said? If you make the right choice, you're going to know, because you're going to have good fruit and you're going to grow from there. You make the wrong choice, you're going to know. You know, anything that causes you to be bitter, to have anxiety, hatred, causes discord and malice, and all these negative things right here, you made a wrong choice. You made a wrong choice. If it causes you to slander, and it causes, you know, you can't even live your life because somebody else's existence, you're in some serious trouble. However, if you're experiencing happiness, love, joy, peace, you get reproved and corrected, and all of a sudden you come and you say, you know what, I don't like what's being said, but it's right. You're going to experience a change in your life that once you experience that, you'll never go back to ignorance again. So that was all mainly for my new people, all right, that are listening, that have come over. I welcome each and every last one of you. I hope you grow. My website is also straightwaytruth.com. That's the ministry website if you choose to go over and watch that and get some information off there. I hope you all have a wonderful, wonderful day. It's Pastor Dowell.